this morning or this afternoon. Either way, we're having too much fun with technology over here this morning. So anyhow, to start this off, welcome to Denim and Pearls. You can't talk, can you? Business casual with pearls of wisdom
from the porch.
From the porch. And yes, we're not on the porch, but hey, you know what? From the porch means so much. And before we get into our topic today, from the porch means so much. What does the porch mean? Well, the porch means that it's kind of that old cliche of what goes on the porch stays on the porch, or what goes to Vegas stays in Vegas.
Say that was Vegas.
Something like that. But it's around those lines of, it's just casual conversation. It's just something we can talk about, but we happen to target this information towards business owners, towards ourselves and our personal development, different things like that. So it's kind of, that's why we have so much fun over here. Are you done yet?
No, I couldn't figure out how to do it. Facebook did something funny. And
okay, well, Facebook is doing their thing now.
Anyways.
Oh, she's got words.
Well, here's the thing. Brian is our tech guy at Denim and Pearl and Pearls. And he has me on this side controlling it. And I keep forgetting to click us going live. So I'll click live while we're sitting here ready. And then I'll click the video and then I'll click live again. I do, what?
No, she's all confused. So anyhow, welcome to the Grandillusion.
Welcome to the Grandillusion.
Get your tickets for the show. Yes, cheers. So, what is we talking about today?
What were we talking about? What is we? that isn't English.
Don't criticize my Ingers.
Okay. Anyways, the Grandillusion. Do you have the lyrics for that? Because I think
I do.
There is a song called "The Grandillusion" and
by Styx. Credibility there, you know.
And we were listening to it on the porch the other day, and listening to the words, we went, it's the Grandillusion. We were all in the Grandillusion.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to the words.
Okay, I'm going to skip the first paragraph because pretty much everybody knows the first set. So, but don't be fooled by the radio, the TV, or the magazines, and we add in Facebook. They show you photographs of how your life should be, but they're just someone else's fantasy. That's amazing.
That's profound.
Yeah, the only thing I'm missing is Facebook. Facebook didn't, exist in 1982 or something like that. When that song came out, actually might have been a little earlier, but
that's what got us talking
about
the Grandillusion, about life and your business and relationships. I mean, we look online and someone will say, well, I do this and look how successful I am. And then you look around your world and you know what? I want to do that because I want to be successful like that. Or you see these people on social media and they're like, oh, I just love my husband, or I just love my wife. Oh, kissy, kissy, kissy. And you're like, I want that. And the thing is it's an illusion. Because everyone has their ups and downs. Nothing is perfect. No.
Just me.
That's our joke. I always say my Mary Poppins practically perfect in every way. And he says,
just me.
Just me. So that's the whole thing, is about what world do we live in? Are we living in reality, or are we living in what we expect things to be? And what started all that was, one, the song. And then we started laughing about how social media helps us live in these weird fantasies, and it has so many people depressed.
We got some stories for this one too. This is fun.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with my story. As you all know, I'm still working on my flooring in my house.
Not just his flooring, and the walls.
Well, the walls, the TV, whatever.
Give the mouse a cookie, and he rips up the house.
Yeah, everything goes one stage at a time. But when I first looked at it, and my wife and I looked at it and said, let's put flooring down. She says, you can do this. It shouldn't take that long. You probably have it all done in a weekend. And I looked at the room and I went, yeah, kind of, I think I can do this. We can at least get one room a weekend or something like that. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Welcome to the Grandillusion.
Because once you start digging into it, and it is a synonym for life. When you start digging into what's really going on and what you need to change and what needs to be fixed or what needs to be repaired or what needs to be replaced, everything starts taking more and more time. We talked about this with cars before, but now we're talking about life, and we're talking about my house. I'm almost done with it. I will be done this weekend with the majority, 99.9% of it.
And he's doing a great job.
And it looks good too.
Yeah, it really does. I'm impressed. He's going to do my house next.
Not. Yeah, I am not a contractor, and that's not happening.
But that's
I'd say I don't care how much you pay me, but there's always a price.
There's a price. But see, that's the whole thing about the Grandillusion. Yeah, we'll just do this room. And then you look at that room and you're like, okay, now it doesn't match this. Okay, now, and it just kept going. Whoops, he hit our mic. But anyways, what have you done in your life where that has happened? Where you said, you know what, I'm going to be a coach, and I'm going to put coach, professional, whatever in my title, and people are going to flock to me.
It happens all the time.
Welcome to the Grandillusion.
It happens all the time. You know, I actually kind of want to take this back, way back.
Please.
Back with troglodytes. If anybody's old enough, they'll know what that is. But anyway, I'm going to take this way back. We had this problem back in the 80s, the 70s and the 80s. Did you know that?
What?
Well, a lot of it had to do with the commercials and things that we were seeing on TV, and especially with women and young girls. Because I don't know if you remember Karen Carpenter and some of the things that she went through with anorexia and stuff like that. Some of that stuff was due to, and it was a big rash of problems back in the 70s and 80s because they saw it on TV, and women thought that that's what they're supposed to be like. That's what they're supposed to see. And that's what everybody else is supposed to see. So we went through this whole period, and I'm sure it still happens today because even one of those companies out, those energy, I'm not going to say them, but that energy company out there that said, if you drink this, you'll have wings. Okay. Some people took that as serious, and I don't understand how personally. I mean, come on now. I mean, you just don't grow wings by drinking something. Okay. I don't think you grow wings, period. But why would you take that as seriousness? But some people do. And some people did. And of course that slogan has gone away now. But
they revised it.
Yeah, it's totally been revised in the whole 9 yards. Now, some of it has to do with how we look at things, and sometimes, but I think it really has to do with how seriously we take certain things that are said. Mm-hmm. Okay. When I think of the Grandillusion, I think of looking out across the board and what's it going to be like? And, oh, this should be simple. This should be easy. This is the best way to do something. But I also know in the back of my head, in reality, it's not going to be that easy. It's just like simple task. I ordered RAM for my computer, mm-hmm. and I'm like, okay, I got it in. I stuck it in the computer, and guess what? My computer wouldn't boot up. It's the wrong RAM. But I had this illusion in my head that I was going to get it, stuff it in there, and 3 minutes later, I would have all of this RAM, and my computer would be working far beyond what it ever worked. Until I stuck it in there and it didn't come up. So I had to reorder new RAM. So my my bubble was burst, if you will.
It's okay. You adjusted, you reordered, and fixed it.
And it should be here before I leave on Monday. Yay! So, but yeah, I think it's that way with business across the board. You know, we think that all I have to do is say I'm here and I'm opening up my doors, and we're opening up the doors at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 31st. And everybody's going to flock to the store, and we're all going to be rich.
Well, just like with our Denim and Pearls podcast that we come on every Friday at noon Mountain Standard Time, we're going to do a podcast every Friday at noon, and it's just going to flock. And all of you are going to share and like it and go to our YouTube page and subscribe and tell your friends about it and share the link. And we're going to grow to well past 100 followers on YouTube. Overnight, so we can change our name to Denim and Pearls.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I want it now. I think we did that show already.
We did. So did you notice the subtle commercial there? Please go to our YouTube page and like and share it. Take one of the shows you liked.
That's not so subtle anymore. Okay? We never got to our commercial time.
I know, but I had to do it because we didn't do it earlier because you were distracted.
Oh, okay.
But
my fault.
The other thing is, no, in your business,
guys, it's always your fault.
Yes. And the answer is always yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
So the thing is in your business, what have you started that you thought was going to be like bewitched, ding, 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 everything's going to happen. Everything does take work. When you look at people who are successful in your business, in your field, or whatever it is, you do, wow, it looks like they just did that. They're just so charismatic. It just happened so quickly. They've been working. They've been planning. They've been scheduling. They've been setting up whatever to make it work.
Right.
What are you doing to make yours work? Don't fall into the Grandillusion. I mean, You can. I mean, you could
You
dream
can.
to it. You could goal to it, but
Right.
don't think it's going to happen overnight. And don't be frustrated when you have your ups and downs. And really, that's what I wanted to get through in this podcast, is because the holidays are coming up. And I don't know where you are, what you heard, or what's going on in your state, but Colorado's locking down again. So we're about to be completely locked down in home again. And in that first 6 months of being locked down, did you prepare? Did you figure out what your business needed for the next lockdown? Or are you stuck in that grand delusion that we're going to open up immediately and everything will go back to normal and you can start working like normal? Or did you adjust? Curious, have you?
I was actually looking for the words to the song again, but the words to the song said, and some people agree with this, some people disagree with this, but it says, where'd it go again? I lost it. And deep inside, we're all the same. And some people will argue that point, but I think we all start off. I mean, we all kind of come out the same way, if you will.
Yeah.
And then, where the rest of it becomes nature, nurture, all those other things. But we start off with the same. We're the same inside. We're all human beings. We're all this. We're all the same.
We all want to be loved, liked, appreciated, accepted. We're
Right.
alike. And that's why this Grandillusion, why that song was it kicked on so much, is because it hits onto the note that we all want to be known, liked, trusted, accepted. And in the social media world and in our businesses, we rely on this social media thing, and we look at it and we compare ourselves to other people. And then that's where the danger comes in. Like the whatever gives you wings. I want wings too. I'm going to get that. No, it doesn't work that way. And I know I'm being outrageous about that, but
all I can think of is that TV show where he has wings. The devil. Do you know what I'm talking about?
not a clue.
Oh, well, Lucifer.
Oh.
All I can see is Lucifer with his big giant wings.
I was thinking of the comedy, the British comedy where the devil and the angel are trying to stop the apocalypse.
Cool. I'll have to check that one out. I don't know.
It's hilarious, but I can't remember it right now. Anyways, squirrel.
Yeah, we rolled off topic there.
No, but let's say my example when I was listening to that song was 5 years ago. I joined the John Maxwell team and became a coach. I had so much knowledge poured into me. I mean, it's like seeping out of me with all the knowledge I have from all this coaching stuff. I'm a coach, but I was never told how to do it. Yes, Good Omens. Thank you, Nicholas. Yes, the show is called Good Omens. Awesome movie.
I don't know how he knows this stuff.
Because he's an encyclopedia of stuff. Anyways.
And he's sitting on his phone.
So that's the thing. I was certified as a coach, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to grow that business. But when I was at my conference getting certified, I thought, I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to be a coach. And then I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. So
where are you in your business? And have you just started running and not made a plan? And it goes back to that whole SWOT. Go ahead and say it. SWOT. That you look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and threats of whatever you're doing as your business, right? And then you need to figure out what do you need in your business to make it successful and make it through this next new period of holiday time and new year of lockdown. I'm still locked on lockdown.
We're stuck on lockdown.
Yeah.
Except for I'm flying out on Monday. So
I know he's leaving me. If anyone would like to co-guest with me next week Friday, there's an open spot.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
Yay, Aaron.
Anyway, part of it is I think we have expectations. Some of it is an illusion, but I think our expectations are usually set high because we see the end result in most people, but we don't see the work that goes behind it. And we've already said that. I understand. Right. Well, there's that iceberg below the surface and stuff. But some of that things, how do you solve that problem? How do you get over the illusion? I think some of that comes back to asking. It comes back to asking people who have started a business similar to yours. Mm-hmm. Where do I go? Oh, training. That's another way to do it too. Where do I go to find out the answers? If I'm going to build myself as a coach, or if I'm going to build myself as a finance guy like I am, it's all great to have all the knowledge, but if you're not sharing that knowledge or doing it in a structured manner, then it doesn't do any good. You might as well just sit at home, which is what you're doing anyway.
I know, but think of all the conspiring you can do with other people in your field to grow yourselves. I mean, you could help each other grow. You've got to understand, even if we were both in the exact same field, I wouldn't see him as my competition. I would see him as,
that's because I'm better.
He does things that he does things that I don't do. You know, he's got knowledge that I don't have, but I have knowledge he doesn't have and skills that he doesn't have, and that together we could team up and work together and grow both of our businesses together.
Right.
So do you have somebody?
Let's talk some of that after the commercial.
Oh,
you're on.
Thank you for watching Denim and Pearls. We would appreciate it if you would like, share, and take one of the links and share it directly with a friend and say, hey, you got to watch these two. They're full of knowledge, dynamic, and quite hilarious. But definitely share, and then go to our YouTube page. Please go to our YouTube page, because here's the thing: in the world of social media, as you know, algorithms trust and look at how many people are commenting, sending little hearts and things like that. But also on the YouTube side, it's also tracking how many people are watching the entire video. And with all that, it helps us move up the rank. We need you. We don't take normal sponsors just out of the blue. We are seeking sponsors. So if you're wanting to sponsor, please reach out to us. We have a couple on the books right now that we are doing contracts for. So please join on that and help us move up the algorithm by sharing, liking, and subscribing onto that YouTube page.
I beg you to like us.
Thank you so much for watching Denim and Pearls. And also, go to whatever platform you watch your podcast or listen to your podcasts on and find us there. Because if you just said, hey, Siri, play Denim and Pearls podcast, she would do it for you.
Yep. You're mean. You did it to your own phone. Awesome. We'll see how many other...
It is playing Money for Nothing.
Money for Nothing? Chicks for Free again?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was the other show.
Yeah,
Money for Nothing show. Awesome.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining on us.
So back to the stories. I don't know which one I'm going to tell. I'm thinking about it. But there's so many stories of things.
Well, Erin's telling on you.
Why?
She says, he laughs at me when I say I don't... What? He laughs at me when I say, I don't know if the docking station is working that you recommended. And he responds with, is it plugged in? Brian Swanson is definitely a tech guy.
Well, there were years ago in the tech world, those people that you call them in, you say customer service, whatever, they help you fix your computer. Where when it used to be a desktop and the CD tray would come out, they'd say my coffee holder's not working.
Oh, a little CD holder?
Yeah, it's a coffee holder. Plop. So there's plenty of tech things, but one of them is it plugged in? That's the first start to everything.
Turn it off, turn it on.
Yeah. Does it require power? And if it has a power supply, let's double check it.
Oh, and just FYI, as a coach, I say the same thing. When someone says, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. Did you turn off?
Right. Well, it's back to the illusion. Mm-hmm. Okay. You think you're on, but did you really check the plug?
Yeah. Or you think you're on and you think you're being productive because you keep moving forward, and actually, no, you're not moving forward. You're like a duck. You look calm on top, but your legs are going really crazy and you're not going anywhere.
How did you come up with that one?
That's what ducks do.
Oh, okay.
Ducks look really calm on the top and their legs are going really crazy in the bottom. You haven't noticed that?
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, well, I see it. But the thing is when you're in your business and you're feeling frustrated and like nothing's going right, you're the duck. You're on top of the water. You look like everything's fine, but you're really going nuts. You need to stop, pull back, reassess, do your SWOT analysis, and figure out where you're going to go next. Find someone that you can partner with to go through, hey, this is what's going through my mind. Am I delusional, or am I am I thinking straight? You need someone to check on you. If you don't have your own coach, I highly recommend you find a mentor or a friend.
I know one. I keep going because I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Well, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Uh-oh.
No, I never forget what I was going to say.
No, I had a question I was going to ask you. don't we all put on an illusion though?
Yes, we do.
I mean, for instance,
to an extent.
Nobody knows what goes on before we hit the button.
Oh, you want to see what goes on before we hit the button? This is what happens.
What are you doing? Oh, trying to find out where.
Is it 12 o'clock yet?
It doesn't translate very well into audio.
No, we're gonna have to cut that out you're gonna have to cut it out for the audio.
But we put on do we put on a front? Is that what we call it? Or do we just put on a personality for those who are watching us? I mean, I have a story one time when, you always have to be on. And I was going into a networking group, which I was a running or assist run. Excuse me. And I walked in the front door. And at that moment, I walked in the front door before going actually into the room. I was in my thinking face. I had just gotten out of the car and I wasn't on yet.
Thinking face means grumpy looking.
I wasn't. Well, that's what somebody thought I was doing, because when I turned the corner, somebody saw that face before I turned on the face, before I turned on the fact that, okay, I'm here. You don't want to walk into a networking group with a frowny face or even my thinking face. My thinking face ain't so good, but I got caught. And it was really weird. And that was one of those things that made me realize I'm putting on. Is it an illusion? Because I don't want to call it negative. I don't want to call it a different personality. I don't want to do any of that.
It's your inside voice, your inside face, and your outside face.
Okay.
So, and the reason I say that is I have a lot of thoughts going through my mind. And so if you catch me when I'm just thinking, I'm doing this. And I've got 15,000 things. Now, for those of you who are listening, my eyes are very large. My mouth is kind of closed and I'm just staring into space. And I do that when I'm processing multiple things. But when there's someone in front of me, I smile and I'm still processing 15,000 things, but there's a different thing, a different look I put on my face. So it's not, it's more of a shifting of my energy. I put more of the energy on the outside than on the inside. I process less when I'm in front of all of you.
So is it an act?
No.
Some people say it's an act.
No, it's an act if you're not sincere about it. We are quite sincere when we come on.
Right.
We're really happy to be here. We're really happy to be in front of you and to share what we've been talking about, behind the scenes. So that's not fake. That's authentic.
Right. Well, I also don't think you can sit in the background and always be happy.
No.
You just, it's impossible. Again,
Everyone
it goes
thinks
back.
I always am. But
right. It goes back to the Grandillusion in a way, because in the background, we're all the same. We've all got to think. We all have emotions. We all have those things we have to go through. But to the public, we have to be a certain direction. We have to have the smiley face or close to it anyway.
Yeah.
But
Aaron says the RBF, resting biatch face.
No, we don't do those things here. So I think everything that we see, though, you can almost chalk up to being an illusion, whether it's the success of somebody else, whether it's the success of your business. If you're duplicating somebody else's business, you're not always going to be the same success. They might have had a trigger somewhere. They might have had the right connection somewhere that brought their business to the forefront. There's some, we talk about all of the podcasts. Maybe they've been
working out for 20 years and you just started.
Right. And you look at podcasts and stuff, all these podcasts, there's a lot of people staying home that decided to move the podcast in order to create something to do or to possibly try to make a new income. There's all those kind of things that are happening. And we all start off with that idea. I'm just going to start the show and it'll all come. It'll all be there.
Show me the money.
Yes.
It doesn't happen that way.
We even have somebody here in Falcon that is actually a very successful podcaster. Drives around in a Lamborghini, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just found that out recently.
Huh.
Yeah. So I don't remember his name. My son knows him.
Oh.
No, he knows him from online.
Oh.
So that's really kind of cool, but it's nice to know that there's a guy right down the street, but it's not me. It's not you. It's not us.
Maybe yet.
Yeah.
If you share, like, and subscribe, maybe that would help us. No, and as Aaron says, integrity to her is number one. And I say the same thing. You don't come on here and say, you know what? I really hate being here. No, it would show. It would show in your face.
Oh, we seen that yesterday.
No,
2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
We actually didn't see it, thank goodness. But somebody started a show and let's just put it this way. She's not really in the right place.
Yeah. Mentally.
And she
not
hasn't
right.
been in the right place for a long time. And she started a new show. Thank goodness it's only audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but since it's only audio, but listening to her and seeing the downers and the things, you can hear it in her voice. And it's really, it's crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, so
be in the right frame of mind. And
yes,
and for those
be in
of
the
you
right frame.
Who have ever watched me from the past and I say how to change your mindset, how to adjust your mindset, it's where you use music to up you, to change your mood. We love music. Can you not tell? We love music. So we use music in order to up our mood, to change it into whatever we want, whatever feeling we need to feel when we're on. And then, turn it off. So it's not a fake thing. It's an emotion that's actually inside of us when we come on. So what do you do when you do if you do a podcast, or if you walk into a room, or if you go into a Zoom call and you're not there, but you need to be there?
Or just when the customer walks in the door, if you have a retail space.
Yeah. Use music to shift your mind so that you can be present there with them with the right energy. That is not fake. That is quite integritous, because you really are feeling that emotion at that time.
Is that a word?
Integritous, yes.
Okay. You're more educated than I am.
Oh yeah. See, Nicholas is talking about it. Yeah. The guy in the basement, he was like, I hope you watch my video. It was fun. And he just didn't want to be there. And it's like, why?
Well, I think he wanted to be there. I just think that was his personality.
Okay.
But for some reason, some people, there was like thousands of followers that are attracted to him.
110K followers.
Yeah.
We can't get over 80.
We've got more than 80. Not many, but we got more than 80.
We have 82.
So he didn't present himself well, but there's, as they say, there's somebody out there for everybody.
Yeah.
And
we appreciate that you're there for us.
Yes, for sure.
But no, be the best version of you. Be unapologetically you. But if you want clients to come back to you, be the best happy version of you that is welcoming to them.
I just thought of a really good quote, which is like my favorite quote of all time. I think I've told you, but I just figured out a really good quote for Grandillusion.
What?
Do you remember Casey Kasem?
Yes.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Keep reaching for the stars.
Yeah. I mean, that's perfect. I mean, you're reaching for the stars. You're reaching for that success in your business. You're reaching for that sex in your life and your relationships and all those other things, that you dream of, whether it's the new car, the new house, or the big barn for all your cars.
I'm trying to put in your quote.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. That's not my quote. I am quoting Casey Kasem, who was a master. Your typing is not so well. It's got all kinds of red lines under it.
Oh, don't. Oh, because I missed it.
But we see what's going on out there. We all have a tendency to pretty much make our own judgments of what people's successes or their successes are.
I don't even know how to spell Casey Kasem.
With a K. Kasum.
That it?
Kasum.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, if not, we'll figure it out later. But
and I got a side message from our friend Nathan that I made up the word integritous.
Did you?
You believe me though, didn't you?
Oh, that's because you got a bigger education than I have.
Just
so
because
that makes you smarter than me.
Just because someone has more education does not make them smarter. Just means they spent more money to get a piece of paper.
You're the one with a master's. I'm sitting on a measly little bachelor's degree, and
integritous.
But I have two. What is it? 2 associates and 1 bachelor.
I've got 2 associates, 1 bachelor's, 1 master's, and there's something else. I think I have 2 other things. I can't remember.
It's a certificate.
Yeah, it's like it's a certificate, and then there's another like a post-grad school thing that I have, but that was in government or politics and.
Yeah. So I think we all bring our education into every little step that we take. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that.
Every step you take.
Every little step I take, which is perfect timing for a commercial because it is 12:30.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Denim and Pearls. Watch out for Michelle's language because sometimes she makes up words like integritus. It sounds right, but it is not a word. Thank you so much, Nathan, for pointing that out. So if you're still watching, please touch that dot around right over Brian's head and say, please, let me know when they go live again. And if you are watching, please share it right now while we're live and say, join us live. These people are hilarious and they're giving us information. How about that?
And I'm comfy cozy.
And he's comfy cozy again. So please like, share with a friend, then go to our YouTube page, subscribe and put on the little bell so that so we can get our numbers up, so we can have our YouTube page now say Denim and Pearls. We are so close. We need like 20 more of you to subscribe and then more of you for that. Anyways, thank you so much.
Why are you begging?
Because I want our name on our YouTube to say Denim and Pearls. It's so hard to share it when it's XQWTTR view. Anyways, thank you so much for watching Denim and Pearls. Please share and like and trust and share, like and trust. That was not what I meant to say. If you would like to, be one of our
Another reason
sponsors.
why we're on the porch, because on the porch you can make mistakes like this.
If you'd like to be a sponsor of Denim and Pearls and help us move up the thing, we would like share you around. And right now, instead of me just randomly talking, we'd be talking about you and your business and having people go to your website. So take this space for us and save me the breath because he keeps making me do all the commercials. Please contact us today. And we're back.
You sound almost so much professional. So our show, we're into the third session of our Grandillusion.
Okay, my badass girlfriend here.
What?
Integritus is a word. Nanner.
Well, then who's right?
I would say that Aaron is correct.
What about Nathan?
Nathan might have been talking about another word.
They can't both be right.
Well, maybe he was talking about another word. I just assumed he was messing with my integritus word. I'm not looking
Integritus.
Right now. I like the word integritus. It sounds fancy.
Oh, she even gave the definition of it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's a real word.
Okay, fine, sure.
But
I told you, you're the smart one, not me.
Apparently, I'm the pearls in the group, but I do make up words. Oh, I can't wait for you to see our new logo. We're working on a new logo, too.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, John's working on it.
Mm-hmm. Kudos to John.
Can I say John's name?
Yeah.
John Mortensen.
Okay. Anyhow, so Grandillusion. Let me pull something out of here.
Welcome to the Grandillusion, and we said Grandillusion because we thought that was a really cool play on words. We were pretty slick about it.
So if you think your life is complete confusion because your neighbors got it made, just remember that it's a grand illusion, and deep inside we're all the same. So if you think you're complete confusion, but remember, because you never win the game. Is life a game?
It's definitely a relay race.
Hand it off to somebody else.
And then you go around the block and someone else gives it back to you. You just keep going. It just keeps being passed around.
Yeah. But is it a game? I mean, are we in it to win the game? And I guess we could also get deep enough into, if we're going to try and win the game, what's the end result? What does win mean?
Because win, in my book,
what's my trophy?
The win is living a good life in my world. But in everyone's life, the winning of the game is a completely different thing. So let's say if we're playing football, the quarterback, they win the game if they throw that ball very well and the other side doesn't catch it, right? The running back, I mean, they all, the tackle, the front line, give me some help here. They all have a different objective in the game. And really, at the end, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, but how well you played it. Because you can finish a game, and if you're playing against someone else who's playing the game really well and you lose to someone who's playing really well, you're really happy for them because they worked hard, you worked hard, and they came on top. That's awesome. You give me something to shoot for. So when you think of it as a game as winning and losing, I don't think we have a winning and losing in the world. I think it's all perspective on how we take it.
Well, when we started this Grandillusion, we were talking about how easy it is to get from where you're at now to where you're going to be and where your success is. So at the end of this conversation, where we're at now, brings up the question, where's the end? What does it mean? I mean, this is a major question that you see addressed a lot of times, but what is success? I mean, because
what do you think success is?
For instance, a real simple situation. I went to a gentleman who does acupuncture and stuff. Well, actually, my wife did, but he was really cool, and he decided he's got many talents, and one of the talents is reading palms.
Okay.
So I showed him my palm, and he told me,
"You need lotion?"
No. He said I need to get my nails done. Anyway, what he said is I have these two things on my hand. There are two lines, and he says you're going to be successful twice in your life. Well, over the years, well, that's the thing. Over the years, I keep thinking, what did he mean by success? Did he mean I was going to have multiple businesses where I was going to be successful? Did he mean I was going to have multiple relationships? What did? There's so many things that success can mean that his explanation to me, or his foreshadowing, is completely innocuous, if you will.
It's all perspective.
Ooh, big word today.
Innocuous. Yeah, I like that word. But no, it's all perspective. I mean, I was told by a palm reader that I was going to die 3 times in my life.
Well, you tried.
Exactly. But when you take the word die, you think, I died. How in the world am I going to die 3 times? Well, you can see the physical stuff that I went through, or you can say the different stages of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I let go of one part of me and then came back, and then let go another part of me and came back. I really have died, really, metaphysically, 2 times so far. So I've got one more time. Yeah. So take things in perspective. When someone says, are you going to win the game? Yeah, my game is to die happy, to be joyful, and to have given back to the world. It has nothing to do with anything else but what I've given back, and that my family knows that I love them.
Right.
But yours may not be the same. You may want to win by getting a whole fleet of Mustangs from every year ever made.
But that would just be one objective or one goal, but I don't know if that would constitute success. Success within, if I get
it would be one of your successes, he said.
Right. I have a 65 and a 75, and then I have a 03. Well, I already screwed up that pattern unless I go back and buy a.
See how easily I distracted him with cars?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things, but it would be one little goal, but I don't know if it would be that moment, or that one activity would be a success at the end. If I did everything, I had one from all the 5 years.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
So the other question too is, if you're playing to win the game.
What game? Who put the rules out?
Right. And if success is your goal, we already asked the question, what does success mean? But there's other people out there who will also ask the question, whose game are you playing?
That's what I'm saying. You make up the rules. It's your game. So you can win it. You can change the rules in the middle of the game and say, you know what? I win if I quit. Don't do that. I mean, you could change the rules. It's your game.
I think Erin needs to explain that.
Erin says, I think she's talking about your successes in life. See, you're married and you hang out with Michelle.
I get to hang out with Michelle. I'm like, where was she going with that statement?
Yeah, and like Nicholas says, winning can be the illusion itself. Are you really winning? When I was in my last career, I thought I was winning. I thought I was doing really well in what I was doing. So I'm like, yeah, I'm winning. And then it was really killing me, is what it was doing. The stress level was killing me. But I thought I was winning because in the moment I thought I was making a difference and it was what I was meant to do. And then I find out that the stress was ripping me apart and I hadn't been sleeping for more than an hour and a half a night. Nicholas, do not comment on that. I do sleep more than an hour and a half, although Nicholas doesn't believe I do. But see, the thing is it's an illusion to think when you're winning. If you're still stressed out, you may not be winning. Okay, so think about where you are and what you want and keep reevaluating it, because winning is all perspective and depending on where you are and what's going on in your world. And if you're winning, I could be winning in my last career and doing wonderful, but I never saw my family. I didn't spend time with my husband, and I never saw my children at all. Okay, was I winning? I'm going to throw
another deep curve into this too. Some of it, I think, has to do with what your beliefs are. And I bring up beliefs because I also want to tag in the word religion to this.
Yes.
because if you're
that
looking
is
at
the
a
end game.
right, you're looking at a higher power, depending on who your higher power is, or equal power, or whatever, however you want to see that. I think our end game could also be, what is that? Where do you go? Are you, do you run off to heaven, or do you run off to hell, or do you run off to
Hang out in purgatory,
or do you come back as, as somebody else, if you're reincarnated, kind of stuff?
I want to be my dog because he's spoiled and doesn't have to do anything.
I want to be like Barbie, but that's a whole nother conversation.
I'm a Barbie girl. Yeah.
But
wrapped in plastic.
so it can be on your beliefs, and it can be what's in your, again, we go back to nature nurture. What's in your nature? What are you seeing around you? What's in your environment? That's what's going to guide us a lot of times. And I think we can control that personally, because if you're one of these people who likes to sit around and do nothing all day kind of thing, but you still see a reason for success, well, you've got to change your patterns. It's kind of like me. I want to lose a little weight, but sitting around the house ain't going to do me any good unless I go out and take a walk.
Want to join me every morning?
You'd get up too early.
So it's all perspective. It's all, what are you willing to do to move yourself to whatever you see as winning? I mean, my idea of winning before is far different from my idea of winning now. And now I don't even think it's of winning. It's just enjoying each moment as it goes. Because tomorrow was never promised, right? Oh, Nicholas, yes, I would love a giant cat that was hyperallergenic.
I don't think those things were hyperallergenic.
Oh, heck no, there's no way.
They had fur on them this long. What was it? This long.
Brian and Nicholas showed me the other day when we were discussing our topic for this week, cats that were taller than me. And I love them, but I'm highly allergic to cats. So
you'd have to have their own bedroom for them. It's like... Those cats were so doggone big. You'd have to have a fourth bedroom if you already have a 3-bedroom house.
No, I told Brian and Nicholas the cat box would have to be an outdoor play yard for a kid that you take up the.
It's called a sandbox.
Yeah, if I can figure out how to get one of the pictures up, I'll hook it up on the bottom of this podcast.
Sandlot.
Yeah, we are so distracted with the cats. Why? Because it's a grand illusion that you want a cat that large inside your house.
If we were a bad show, we could take this to a whole other comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're not going there.
Oh, because I have no idea, and our producer is not here to control us. So let's not do that.
Well, he's watching us.
I know.
So if we want a giant kitty in our house, probably not a good thing.
Oh, hypoallergenic, Mr. Man. Okay, sorry, I said hyper.
Are we dealing with these words in the games again?
Oh, yeah, people are like correcting our English. And we appreciate
That's what you get on the front porch, though.
Yeah, I mean, this could be tea.
It may not be. Hot toddy.
It's tea. See, I've got my little tag there, but you really, that's how the Denim and Pearls podcast started. It started literally on the porch, sitting there, drinking beers on
Nicholas
Brian's.
got what I was saying.
Oh, he did? Okay, you can tell me later because I didn't catch it. Yeah, those cats are huge. Oh my gosh, Marcel, your dog, about the size of the cat he showed me. I'll show it to you later. Anyways.
Those cats were about the size of a Great Dane. What are you talking about?
She has like a Pyrenees or something. She's got this big fluffy monster dog. Beautiful. Anyways.
It's a dog that goes meow.
The grand delusion is that you are what controls what you see as winning. You are what controls what you want in life. You are the game player and you control the game. So don't fall into the grand delusion. Be the best version of you and be unapologetic about it. You like how I did that?
I do. I did it, but I don't like Aaron's question. Is there a tea bag on the other side of that string? Yes, there is. 100%.
That's not where my brain went. Sorry, Nicholas.
Okay, we've taken this to a whole new level today.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If you look in our comments, Nicholas put in our YouTube channel, and there are at least 26 characters on our YouTube channel. If you could please go there, like, subscribe, and put on that little bell so we can change that to Denim and Pearls. We'd appreciate it. And yes, I put in a commercial because we're coming very close to the end.
We are.
We're so glad you joined us for the Grandillusion. And go to our Facebook page, like us, put on the alarm for that, and please share it with your friends. Anything else?
Just like me, please.
I'm petting him.
I think we're done.
Okay, well, do not fall for the Grandillusion. And it's very, very difficult, especially when we're all in our houses doing everything on the internet. Remember, what you see is not necessarily the truth. It's all perception. So just because someone says something or does something and you think, wow, I wish I had that, they've got what I don't, just remember, pictures are a moment in time. It's a snapshot. A video is a snapshot of time. Be the best version of you and make your world the way you want it to be.
And I think you have to ask the question, what did it take them to get there?
Yeah. Don't take it for face value, okay? Realize that work occurs before someone becomes successful. No one has a witch's thing like Bewitched I keep doing. Samantha from Bewitched that wiggles her nose and makes everything right. Remember, if you want to grow your business, you have to work your business. And if you need to do something about your business during COVID closing down us again, prepare. Use this time to build yourself. And Erin said something, and I don't know what she said.
She says you're drinking tea. She believes you're drinking tea, but she's not sure about me.
Oh, he's drinking coffee. He doesn't drink tea.
So anyhow, wrap us up. Like, share, subscribe. All those other fun things.
Share with a friend.
Denim and Pearls. Definitely share it. Even if you just throw it on your page if you want to. Just help us spread the word.
Or do a watch party because we really need to spread the word.
Yep.
And then the other thing I wanted to say about this is Brian works meticulously after every show and pulls all the audio off these videos and then cleans out all the silly goofiness faces that we make. And so that the audio is nice and clean for Anchor and Apple and iTunes and all that kind of stuff.
And Google.
And Google. So ask your Google, ask your Siri to play Denim and Pearls podcast, and it will, or ask it to remind you to come on live with us every Friday at noon. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us live. And
as always,
peace.
Peace out.
Oh, wait. Peace.
That's not peace.
Oh, peace. I'm Hawaiian.